All right, everybody, welcome back to another video here on Financial Friends. Today, I'm going to tell you why you need to stop tracking your dividends, a little bit of a chat here on opportunity costs. So kick back, relax, enjoy this video. We're going to dive right into things, but before that, hit the like button on this video. It takes a couple of seconds. If you clicked on it, you're interested. Help support the channel. I'll be posting a ton more videos over the course of the coming years, so a simple like is just a blip on the map in the grand scheme of things. Thank you very much for your support. Hit subscribe if you want to join the Financial Friends community. Let's get right into the video. First things first, Mr. Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway. I was doing some research a little while ago and came across the Berkshire Hathaway website and pulled a very important lesson. It is the basis of this whole entire video. Look at Mr. Warren Buffett and his company Berkshire Hathaway. This is their website. And I stumbled upon the annual and interim reports wanting to find some information and came across this amazing Excel spreadsheet. I don't even know if it is Excel, but I mean, you guys get the picture here. It's a pretty bare bones website for the 6th largest company in the world. This is the 6th largest company in the world's website. Taking a look at Hershey, a non-comparable company in terms of sheer size, and it's beautiful. Bright, vibrant colors, animations, links, videos, you name it, it's on here. Beautiful, well organized, and there's even an option to toggle contrast. Berkshire Hathaway and Warren Buffett, they don't have that. And it's not because they don't care. And it's not because they don't value having a website. I'm guessing if Berkshire Hathaway and Warren Buffett didn't have to have a website, they probably wouldn't, but of course they have one here for a particular reason. But they don't care about the website. And that doesn't mean they don't care about the business. In fact, it probably means they care more about the business than anything else. And that's going to be the topic of the entire video today. Placing value or time or energy or money in the areas in which you should be because they align with your goals, your objectives, and your personal values. First things first, right off the bat, stop watching this video and start doing what you need to do to invest more money in the market. If your goal is to have as much money in the stock market as possible, grow the biggest portfolio you can possibly imagine, stop spending time watching this video and instead go invest. Go make money to invest. If you're watching stocks and reading all of these things, but you're not gaining actual, usable, tangible value from them, you might be doing things in the wrong order. There's a lot of hours in the day, and wasting those hours on things that don't derive actual value to the end goal of building a bigger portfolio could all be a waste. So instead, DoorDash, pick up a side hustle, build a business, educate yourself, but don't just sit there and look at stock charts and not actually invest. And this is, of course, a very simple example of placing time and energy where it's going to give you the most return. And that might not be building a website for Berkshire Hathaway. Clearly it isn't. Also, stop spending money on investing and start actually investing. Now, of course, for someone like me, this is going to be very hypocritical to say I subscribe and use all of these services here, but I kind of do this for work. So if you're sitting on the other side of this computer screen or phone screen and you don't necessarily do this for work, but you think you need these tools to be successful, I'm here to tell you that you don't. Stop spending money on the things you don't actually care about. Try and recognize that and invest those funds instead. $10 a month on public premium for someone who isn't deriving $10 a month worth of value from that service, it's a very expensive service. $100 a year on the dividend tracker is great, but there is a free version that you can gain just about the same amount of value from, depending on how heavily you use this service. Same thing goes for the Wall Street Journal. CNBC covers almost all of the same stories as the Wall Street Journal, and you can get it online for free. The Wall Street Journal is $4 a month for the digital version. That's the cheapest I could find it, by the way. There's more expensive options if you're not signing up during Cyber Monday. But the point being, again, very expensive, $48 a year for a service you could get for free. And this ties in perfectly with the idea of actively managed ETFs here on the left side of the screen. If you have an actively managed ETF, one that is actively trying to get a better return than the market, they're going to charge you for that. And that fee can add up to tens of thousands of dollars over the course of 10, 20, 30, 40 years, compounding over that time. Instead, and if this is not getting you a better return on your money, you might opt to something that has either no fee or very low fee, track the market, and get a better return, and of course, get charged less fees over the course of that same 10, 20 to 30 years. This is demonstrated here in this little chart I have. $10 a month for public premium, $100 a year for the dividend tracker, and $4 a month on Wall Street Journal adds up to $268 a year. If you invest that for 30 years at 7%, you can come out with one of two outcomes depending on how high the fees are on your investment. You could have a $25,089 portfolio at a 0.05% fee, which is over the broad market, all options considered relatively average. Or if you invest it in something that has a higher fee, a 0.5% fee, we're getting rid of that zero, you're going to lose out on $1,940. And I would say if you're going to get that same 7% regardless, an extra $1,940 is a pretty good reward for that. You can also tie this in with your personal life. Let's say you love Hulu. It might be worth it to spend $15 a month to have no ads on the service. But if you're not a huge fan of Hulu, again, you don't derive that much value from it, aka Berkshire Hathaway's website, then it might be worth it for you to just save the $7 and watch a couple of ads. The difference of that $7 a month, of course, this is a finance channel. We're going to break down the finances. It's going to be $84 a year, invested at 7%, compounded annually, is $7,935 over the course of 30 years. So you have to ask yourself, the opportunity cost of having no ads is $7,935 over the course of someone's adult life, 30 years. It's pretty stark, isn't it? Same thing can be said of Apple Music. You might listen to music relatively infrequently, but still pay $10 a month to have access to all the songs. If you don't really listen to all of them and you're not deriving massive amounts or $10 a month worth of value from a service, you might as well cancel it and go with a free option like Pandora. Of course, you get the picture. $10 a month, $120 a year, 7% compounded annually adds up to $11,335 over the course of 30 years. Now, if you're like me, and I don't pay for Hulu without ads, but I do pay for the Disney bundle. I do pay for Apple Music. I mentioned, of course, I pay for all of these services. If you got rid of all of these things because you don't need any of them, you'd have $472 a year for 30 years, 7% return. With the lower fee option, you'd have $44,186. Again, if any of these items give you actual tangible value, they make you happy, personal fulfillment, add to your ability to create YouTube videos like me here, add to your ability to enjoy drives like music or relax like Hulu, then those things are worth it. But the point is if you're not a big shoe person, you don't need 15 pairs of shoes. If you don't care about interior design, you don't need a restoration hardware couch. If you don't care about image quality on your television, you don't need the biggest, brightest, largest television that they make. If you don't care about website design, you care more about business, put your effort and energy and money into that like Mr. Warren Buffett has thus far. So, if you enjoyed this video, if you derived some value for spending a couple of minutes with me today, make sure you hit that like button down below. Hit subscribe if you're not already. Financial Friends is a community for people who love business, finance, and investing. And if you want to sip some coffee in the morning and watch the stock market, grab a coffee cup, link down below on the Shopify website. If you don't gain value from that, don't get the coffee cup. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.